This is it. This is the final release dates of all the upcoming Gunpla kits for May and June, and also some kits coming out in February this year. This is the first look at the Gundam Geminass 01. 2,200 yen, coming out in May 2020. Now, it is an interesting note that this is a redesign by the original designer by the name of Mr. Akusu-san. So I will have to say that, the design does have that Gundam wing and also Gundam seat design language. It looks very slim, have a slim torso and a little bit heavier up top, but definitely in terms of proportion it would look a lot better, and I think a lot of people would be taking note of this because this is a very interesting mobile suit. If you compare this with the original kit that was released back in 1997, which coincidentally Bandai is reissuing this kit as well, you will see that the original design of the kit is a little bit more thicker and heavier as well. But I guess, the redesigned Gundam Geminass 01 is definitely a lot better looking. I'm hoping that Bandai will actually release a master grade of these kits, but let's see how that goes. Now obviously the G-Unit Gundam Geminass has a lot of gimmicks going for it, such as a detachable backpack, interchangeable armors on the shoulder and also on the legs as well, but we are not sure when those guys are actually coming out and what is Bandai's plan for this. So for now, well, I think the base model unit itself looks good. Color separation is great as always, and I was just kind of hoping that Bandai will actually go with a two-tone color for the armor, but it is what it is. Interestingly as well, Bandai has decided to release the real grade Tallgeese. Now this is nothing new. This is the original Tallgeese that was released about last year if I'm not mistaken. This is just basically the same kit, same price, but reissued in the true anime colors. Well, if you're thinking that, hey, how much does this differ? Frankly speaking, when I first heard that Bandai is releasing a anime version of the Tallgeese, I really wasn't really expecting that much. But when you actually put them side by side, you could see that the difference in colors somehow make quite a big difference. Right now on the left is the Tallgeese that was released before, and on the right is the anime color version. So black, they remove all the bright yellow from the Tallgeese before, and any parts of yellow that they had in the anime colors has been replaced with a deeper, darker orange instead. So surprisingly, I had to say it definitely in the anime colors looks a little better. So if you already have the Tallgeese, you don't really need to buy this kit. It's just a recolor of the Tallgeese in real grade format. So I would have to say, if you haven't gotten the Tallgeese yet, like myself, at least now you have a choice of whether to get this or the earlier version of the Tallgeese. I have to say, the anime colors definitely makes the Tallgeese looks a lot better. The bright yellow that was released before kind of make it look a little bit too toyish, I would say. So at least that's my point, right? So I'm still collecting all the upcoming real grades, and my real grade collection is really building up in my backlog, and I really need to get onto them sometime soon, hopefully this year. Now we've seen this guy before already. It was revealed in season 1. This is of course the underwater support unit, the Mercury One Unit, Hiroto's support unit. So this is the add-on armor for Hiroto's Gundam to actually go underwater for underwater battles. 935 yen, very cheap, but of course you'll probably be thinking, is this really necessary? Well, from what I've seen so far, actually for those of you who actually bought the Gundam Builders Re-Rise, quite a lot of the kids especially, they love mixing and matching the different armors from Mars 1, Venus 4 to build their own customized Gunpla look. So I think this guy would definitely sell very well, considering the price is below 1,000 yen. Now let's talk about the kit that everyone has been talking about for the last few weeks, but Bandai never ever released anything more than this one particular picture. But given that this kit is coming out this month, it is quite an expensive kit at 12,100 yen. But then again, I don't expect anything less from a version car kit. So what has changed? Well, compared to the original kit, I would have to say that the original kit definitely has a different add-on armors for the Gundam unit itself. The kit definitely looks a little bit more bulkier than I remembered. Now that's number 2. And of course, you will get the usual version Katoki marking. So his kits are all known for those small little markings that kind of make it look a little bit unique, right? And of course, all the missile pods hatch opens, so there's a different way of how the missile pod look now on the mobile suit itself. And given the new kit of how Mr. Katoki-san has actually made the changes, there are a little bit better movements for the arms and the legs. So when you're moving certain armors and also weaponry, the entire kit actually flows a little bit better than the previous old kit. So at least some of you who are planning to buy this kit, let's not give it illusion that this is going to be a highly articulated kit, because it is definitely not. But this is definitely a kit that will look really badass with all the missile pod hatch open and with the Gundam mobile suit ready to attack. So definitely I have to say this kit looks great, but 12,100 yen, I'll probably buy this when my cash is ready. Now, I'm not sure which one of you actually asked for this, but Bandai has decided to release the Phoenix Gundam in SDCS format. 1,540 yen, coming out in June this year. And I'm gonna say something very unflattering about this kit. To be very frank, out of all the SDCS kit that's been released before, this is probably one of the ugliest looking SDCS kits so far. I suppose it is quite cool that you get to transform the Phoenix Gundam into its flight Phoenix mode, but the color combination and the overall look and proportion just doesn't really resonate with me. It's just something that I feel is kind of a meh for now. So for those of you who love the Phoenix Gundam, you probably should get this kit, but for me, this is quite an easy pass. Now, the High Grade Build Divers Re-Rise series also gave us the Gundam 30th. And of course, for those of you who built the ZZ before, you're probably wondering, hey, what's the difference? Well, in addition to the different colors, you will also get pretty much nothing else, right? So the ZZ actually has the cool extended arm, the lance, and also the shield. So those are actually missing from the Gundam 30th, and that kind of explains why the price is definitely a lot cheaper by 200 plus yen. I already have this kit in my collection right now, and I'm actually building this kit at this moment. I should be able to share a review with you guys sometime this week or next week. So I'm taking my time to build this kit, because this kit I think has already been revealed by the Gundam base so far, but overall from the pictures, the kit definitely looks great. Now, for the final product to be released by Bandai, it's not a Gunpla, it's actually a Gundam High Metal Robot Spirits. Quite expensive, to be very frank. It's a premium Bandai, 15,400 yen, and it's coming out in July 2020. I would have to say, this line, it's definitely looking very, very good. From the Three Kingdoms, what it's actually based out of, the back of the Gundam Guan definitely looks very menacing. I'm not sure whether there's any gimmick that allows it to transform and whatnot, because it doesn't show up. But in terms of the finishing, the colors of bronze, green, and also gold is definitely very unique. I just can't dig that beard that they put on for Guan Yu Gundam. It looks a little bit weird for me, but overall, the look of the Guan Yu Gundam is definitely fantastic. 15,400 yen, the most expensive item on our video today. Definitely a lot more expensive than the Gundam FA ZZ or FAZ, that's what you want to call it. So I think this is pretty much all the upcoming Gunpla kits that's coming out in June and also May 2020. We should be able to find out what are the other upcoming kits for July and August very soon in the upcoming months. So stay tuned to our video channel for more videos like this, and if you love what we're putting out, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the comment section down below.